Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It's Superfly Negative AE, and welcome back. Yes, back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry. Now, I've moved my mic a little bit away from my face than normal because my mic fell, so I kind of readjusted it, and now it's where it is right now. So, tell me how it sounds. It probably sounds exactly the same. You guys don't know anything. Yeah, please let me know. I don't know what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. So if you think that something sounds terrible, let me know. Right then, I heard a knock on the door. Hid all the scrapbooks under a cushion.
レイナ、電話が来てるぞ。
I just now realized that my computer in my headphones is too loud. Okay.
電話こんな時間に誰だろう。
本屋さんからだぞ。本の取り寄せとか頼んだのか？沖宮書房の大石さんって人からだ。
Okay. They said they were Oishi-san from the bookstore. Dude, is Wildcard Oishi gonna mess everything up? Wildcard fucking Oishi, dude. I opened the windows, but all they let in was the heat and the cries of the cicadas.
味いな。味いね。
It was break time between classes, but we really couldn't get any rest. Mian and I leaned on our desks, exhausted by the heat. Younger kids sure are tough, considering how the heat wasn't bothering them at all. They were running around the classroom despite the temperature.
やっぱりさ、都会の学校だと教室にもクーラーとか入ってるわけ？
そんなことねえぞ。あるのはせいぜい職員室ぐらいだな。
うわぁ、それは羨ましい。生徒みんなで職員室を襲って占拠とかしないの？
その辺の発想が実に妙んくさい。ああ。
I didn't even have the energy to laugh. Mian and I stopped talking and used our notebooks to fan ourselves. Sounds like where I live. I looked at the empty seat nearby. It was Rena's. Rena didn't come to school today. She called and told Chie-sensei that she couldn't come because she's sick.
レナのやつ、最近元気ないよな。
だね。暑さにやられたのかもね。
なあ、本気で
そう思ってるけど。
例の一件がさ。
かもね。それに暑さも加わって、夏バテでも起こしたんじゃないかな。
Leon's like, what else could it be? And Keiichi's like, the incident? And she's like, oh, maybe. What? I can't even imagine how distressing it was for her to commit a murder, dismember the bodies, and get caught by her friends. We took each other's hands at that place and we united. All of us believed that we had closed the case there and regained our peace. But was that as easy for Rena as it was for us? She must have not quite recovered yet.
おじさんはみんなで楽しく遊んでればそのうち元気になると思ってた。そこまで心の傷が浅くなかったってことかな。
こういう時さ、どうしたらレナを元気づけられるかな。
多分ほっとくのが一番じゃ。
おいおい、そんなのでいいのかよ。俺たち仲間だろ。
ほら、ホームシックってあるじゃない？あれもね、ちょっと寂しいからって言って実家に電話なんかかけちゃうと一気に発症しちゃうらしいよ。寂しい時はぐっと耐えて、例えばスポーツにでも打ち込んで気分転換を図るのが一番なんだってさ。
I think I'm gonna call it right here, right? Keiichi's gonna feel worried about Rena. We're gonna give Rena a call. We're gonna say, Rena, I know you're probably a bit homesick. Rena's gonna be like, homesick? What? How did you know? And then she's gonna go crazy.
気分転換させてやりたくても、あいつ最近部活に加わらないし。
Watch that actually happen. I feel like that's what this could lead up to.
レナはどうか知らないけどさ、人には甘えたい欲ってのがあるんだよ。そばに支えてくれる人や同情してくれる人がいると甘えたくなる欲、慰めてくれる人が現れるとさ、際限なく甘えちゃうことってない？
どうだろうな。
A lot, yes.
際限なく甘えるってことは相手の同情をより深く得ようとするってこと。そうすると ケイちゃんは慰めてるつもりなのに、相手はどんどん落ち込んでいっちゃうことがあるんだよね。慰められて甘えられる。これに味を占めると、不幸に酔うのが癖になる。
What does don't mean in Japanese? I know they just said it, but it just registered with me like that's what they said. But what does that mean?
レナもその辺分かってるから、わざ
Japanese,
と一
man.
人になろうとしてるんじゃない？慰めや甘えが目的だったら、私たちのそばにいて涙を流せば済むわけだし。
じゃあ落ち込んでるレナをどう励ますばいいんだよ。
女の心情としては、辛さを励ましてくれるより忘れさせてくれる方が嬉しいね。
慰めるな、励ますな。なんだよ、お手上げじゃないかよ。
慰めるな励ますなは心理カウンセラーの鉄則だって知ってる？結局心の傷ってのは自分で治すようにできてる。周りの人が治したとしてもそれは本当の完治じゃない。だからレナが自分で元気になるのを。
理屈じゃ理解できるが、なんだか薄情な気がして好きになれねえな。
Clasped the hands behind the back of my head and looked at the ceiling. Leon laughed.
それだけレナのことを心配してくれるケイちゃんが立ち直れるよ。
近くにいるだけでか？うさんくさいな。
ケイチにだってできることがありますですよ。
Also, can we... Oh my goodness, dude. I'm mad that we didn't even speak to Rika about being super mature. Wonder how long she's been listening to our conversation.
俺にもできることがあるのか？
レナが話したいと思った時、
聞くだけでいいのか？励まさなくていいのかよ。
ケイちゃん、打ち明けるだけで心が軽くなるもんだよ。静かに耳を傾けるのが何よりも嬉しい時ってある。
ミーの言う通り、レナが話したいと思った時、いつでも話しかけられる場所にいてあげるのもきっと仲間として大切なことなのだと思いま
Absolutely
すです。
right. I was going to pat Rena on her shoulder and tell her to cheer up when I saw her next, but now I know that would have been one-sided on my part. Rena doesn't want to feel down herself. She wants to cheer up if at all possible. If I cheered her up irresponsibly, she'd be very disappointed because she'd think that I didn't understand her pain.
そうだな。俺、ちょっと人の心ってやつを、レナを励ましたいのは、俺の欲求であって、レナの求めることじゃない。ありがとな、二人とも。俺、ひょっとすると、今日まで何か勘違いをしてたかもしれないぜ。
On that day, I thought I cheered her up. I started to doubt if I reached her heart. I might have just dragged her someplace I wanted her to go. I wasn't on her side in the real sense of the term. What the fuck? All of a sudden, Rika-chan patted my
ケ
head.
イチはそれは疑わなくて大丈夫な。
俺、また考え事を。
レナの心には届いてるよ。ケイちゃんはあの日とても強い力をレナに与えたんだからさ。
Why can you all read minds?
いやー、でもさ、
It's like,
よくよく思い出すとすっごい恥ずかしいこと言ってたよね。
for some reason, it just seems like it's a little more than just reading my face. Like, I've seen in the animes before where, like, it's written all over their face, so they're like, oh, blah, 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 I know this, I know what you're thinking, and it's, like, comical. But it's, like, happened more than once where they've, like, said the exact thing that I'm thinking out loud. Unless I'm just that much of an idiot and I'm saying it out loud. Or, like, I wonder how you can express that clearly. I don't know. Trying to make sense of everything. And every little thing seems suspicious now. That's like, what is suspicious and what's not suspicious? Weird footsteps from the hallway and everybody started heading back to their desks.
お待たせし、それでは委員長、起立。
It eats. It eats. We didn't have a club meeting that day because Rena wasn't around. That worked out for me because I had an errand to run. It wasn't a big errand. My mom wanted me to use her point card to get some detergent. I didn't see the point of going all the way to the store just to get detergent, but my mom told me to go because she's busy helping my dad with his work. I started walking towards the shopping center. I noticed someone was watching me, hiding behind a distant tree. I wondered who would do such a mischievous thing. I stared at them to find out who it was, at which they emerged.
おレナじゃねえか。
Are you feeling better now? I was about to say that, but I swallowed the words. Somehow Rena looked very serious.
どうしたんだ？
Rena put her index finger to her lips, told me to be quiet, looked around carefully, beckoned for me to come over. I had no idea what was going on, but I followed her instructions, shut my mouth, and ran to her. Rena gestured for me to squat down and hide in the shadow of the bush. I didn't know why I had to do that, but I could ask her the question later. I just followed her orders for now. Rena looked like she was making sure no one was following her. If it was Mion, she'd do something like this just to fool me as a joke, but I know Rena doesn't do things like this for fun. I had no idea what kind of situation I got myself into, but I could feel how tense it was. And I made myself as small as I could.
もういいよ。ごめんね。
The tone of her voice made me relax a little.
どうしたってんだよ一体。
多分私、誰かに最近後をつけられているの。
なんだって。
Who would follow her? When I thought about it, I realized how stupid the question
ま
was.
さか警察かよ。
Rina Mamiya and Tepe Hyojo, two people disappeared. Even though they were awful human beings, the police had to investigate if they found out they'd gone missing. It probably wouldn't be difficult to find out Rina had often been to Rena's house. But it should be okay. As long as they don't find those bags, it should be okay.
警察なのか警察じゃないのかわからん。綿流しの夜以降誰かにずっと見られている気がするの。
どういうことだよ。
Once I asked that question, Rena stared directly at me with a blank expression. Her eyes looked as though they were evaluating me. She stared at me as if assessing whether I was worth talking to about something very important. Rena squeezed her own wrist tightly and then started talking in a whisper.
話してもいいけど誰にも内緒にできる。
ああ、もちろんだぜ。レナがそうしろってんなら誰にも喋らない。
圭一君なら信用できるよ。
She smiled and looked around one more time.
連中はひょっとするとミオさんのスクラップ帳を探しているのかもしれないの。
ミオさんってああ、看護師の高野さんのことか。あとスクラップ帳って何のことだ。
秘密の捜査になっているって言ってたから多分圭一君は知らないよ。高野ミオさん殺されたんだって。
いつ。
綿流しの夜私たちはミオさんとあと富武さんに会ったよね。あの直後に2人が襲われたんだって。富武さんはお社様のたたりにあって喉をかきむしって死んだ。ミオさんは隣の県の山中で焼き殺されていたと言ってたの。
それ本当かよ。
I like how that always happens the same way. Like that's a set in stone thing.
そんなの誰も知らないぞ。
Pretty much. Right? It pretty much always happens in the same way. I think there was one chapter where it didn't happen that way, but it was like unknown what happened. So it was kind of just assumed.
それは警察が伏せて捜査をしてるからなの。ひなみ沢村連続開始事件は今年で5年目になっちゃうでしょ。だから変に騒がれたくないんで事件を公にしていないんだって。
なるほど。秘密捜査なのは分かったが、レナはそんな話どこで聞いたんだよ。
内緒だよ。私実は大石っていう沖宮署の刑事さんと連絡を取り合ってその人に教えてもらった。
どうして大石って人が。
さあ彼が言うには私なら信用できそうだからって言うんだけどね。
Dumbfounded to hear all this. But I knew she wasn't lying. If it was Mion, she'd be sticking her tongue out by now. But Rena wouldn't make a joke out of something like that.
ミオさんが殺された理由は多分ミオさんがこの村の歴史とか民族学とかそういう。
なんとなくは聞いたことある。
Kana-san was interested in the occult and mysterious things. I remember Mion once told me that she was studying the village's legends of man-eating demons out of curiosity.
彼女は多分その研究の中でこの村に関するある重要な秘密を知ってしまったの。あるいは彼女はそんなにも確信には踏み入ってなかったのかもしれないけど。
ちょっと待て、この村の秘密ってなんだよ。
私はミオさんのスクラップ帳をほんの数冊借りて読んだだけ。でも彼女が特に大事にしていた秘蔵の数冊だからかなり重要なことが記してあったと思う。だから多分ミオさんが至ろうとしていたことに8割方ぐらいは近づいていると思うの。でもあまりに突拍子もなくて私にはまだ信じられない。ミオさんの想像が正しいかどうか検証してる段階なの。
で、秘密を知ると殺されるっていうこの村の秘密ってのは。
圭一君にはまだ全部話したくない。
I will punch you several times in the face, Rena.
確証が持てたら話すね。
Oh, I hate you.
だってそれくらいに途方もないとんでもない話だから。
Tell me that there's demons.
確証ってなんだよ。
If you know that there's demons, you die.
例えば予備知識のないことは私自らがその存在を検証できているけど、他にもたくさん未検証のことがあるの。それらを埋めていかないと私ですらにわかには信じられない。
Maggots. I was totally lost now and wanted to ask her some questions, but I decided not to cut in. It was hot outside. But Rena held her arms as if she were cold.
レナ、
She was cold.
俺はいつだってお前の味方なんだからな。俺だけは信用してくれて構わない。
ありがとう。その一言がすごい嬉しい。
From her expression alone, I could tell that she really meant it. I could also tell that she was involved in something very big, and that she felt lonely because she couldn't tell anybody else about it. I had to be on her side while she was going through a difficult time.
私とね、今日ここで出会ったことはない。私と接触があったことが知られたら。
わかった。俺に何か協力できることはないのかよ。
今はない。でも協力をお願いできることが分かっただけで今の私最後には頼らせてね。
おう、任せとけ。
し、車が来る。
And I pushed my head into the bush. I went along with it and crouched down even lower in the bushes. This bitch kills me in the first chapter. This bitch, well, actually, does she? I know she doesn't necessarily, but she has like an axe, and I have to like run away from her. There's some crazy shit that happens in the first chapter. I remember the axe clear as day. Like chased me down. I ran through the forest, and then I got caught up by townspeople.
今の車ナンバー見えた？
いや、ごめん、見えなかった。
私もちょっと見えなかったけど、多分さっきと同じナンバー。
そのレナを尾行しているとか。
多分普段車なんか通らない道で今日は何度も追い上げられるの。その度に私は隠れてやり過ごしているからいいんだけど。
そいつらなのか。高野さんたちを殺してレナが持ってるスクラ。
多分。
There's something really significant through her studies. The people who want that information hidden found out about it, and they killed her on the night of Watanagashi, copying the curse of Oyashiro-sama. They're looking for the scrapbooks, the fruits of her research, and Rena has them. That's why they're trying to kill Rena. Question
じゃ
mark.
あレナの家が危ないってことはないの？
大丈夫。スクラップ帳はゴミ山の私の隠れ家に隠してある。お父さんが不安だけど何も知らないからこそ 何も危害が及ばないかもしれない。圭一君が言わなくても突拍子もない話でとても信じられないでしょ。
I wanted to deny it, but I felt bad to lie. I remained silent in the affirmative.
それが当然の反応。私だってミオさんのスクラップ帳を読み始めた全てに目を通してようやく何かの筋。
すまん。もちろんレナの味方になりたいのは、でも話が全然見えないんで、どう助けてやればいいかは。
話せば。
レナにはすでに降りかかってるんだろ。
Tell me.
ならおあいこだぜ、気にするな。
わかった。
I'm so excited.
話す。多分ミオさんたちを殺したのはひなみ沢御三家。
Okay, well, now I'm less excited.
もっとはっきり言ってしまえばみーちゃんの家である。
どうして？
I'm less excited about what's going on.
圭一君も過去の連続開始事件は知
Yeah,
ってる
new
よね。
music. It's just...
ああ、ダム戦争の時の村の旧敵ばかりが毎年犠牲になっていくっていうあれだろ。
この連続、村の裏切り者を片付けることによって本当の意味でダム戦争を終わらせようとする。
確かに誰もがはっきりと口にはしないが、うすうすと園崎家の仕業だと疑ってる。
でも裏切り者を制裁するなら別に綿流しの場に毎年たたりで一人、鬼隠しで一人なんてスローペースで殺す必要はない。そうでしょ。
Okay. I've never heard the words demoning away before, but Rena clearly thought it was some kind of creepy, significant meaning, so I decided not to cut in.
つまりもっと踏み込んで言うと、明治以降に失われた鬼ヶ淵村の神聖性を取り戻すための段階的イベント。
Stop. I keep right
彼ら
clicking.
は最終的には
Left
太
clicking.
古の昔にそうだったような原理的なお社様信仰を復活させることを目的としている。
お社様、古出神社のことか。
そう、古出神社って崇めるお年寄りの人は敬っているけど、子供たちは境内を遊び場くらいにし、その神聖性は失われ、それがダム戦争をきっかけ。彼らはそれを。
ってことは、
そういうこと。そもそもお社様信仰は御三家によって管理されていた。だから御三家には現代にも脈々とお社様信仰を復活させなければならない。それを思えば御三家がダム戦争中に村を一丸にまとめたり、廃れかけていたお社様を引き合いに出し、古出神社にわざわざ同盟事務所を設けた理由も透けて見えてくる。
じゃあひなみ沢村、いやお社様を信仰する盲信的な集団の仕業なら、待てよ、どうして高野さんが殺され。
それは御三家がそれを暴かれると、お社様という神の神聖性が失われる。だから彼らはミオさんの研究が確信に近づいたことを知り。
その重大な秘密ってのは、それを知ると俺も狙われるってんだろうけど。
だからそれはまだ言いたく、私自身が10割の確証を得るまで、多分今ここで話しても圭一君は耐えきれなくなって笑い出してしまう。
That sounds like there's gonna be just demons. It sounds like it's just demons.
おいおい、俺がそんなやつに見えるかよ。
もう少し時間が欲しいの。
Because demons sound really silly.
あまりの事実に私ですら受け入れきれていないの。
That sounds like demons.
だからもう少し時間を欲しいの。
Oh my goodness, that sounds so much like demons. I can't accept the truth myself because it sounds so impossible. What sounds impossible? Demons. That's what.
お願い。
わかった。
今日ここで話したことは誰にも喋っちゃダメだよ。みーちゃんとリカちゃん。
わかったよ。
じゃあ圭一君は、私はもう少し辺りを伺ってから行く。用心に過ぎるということはないからね。
We're gonna duck low in the bushes and moved away. I was left alone there. Cries of the cicadas surrounded around me, making it seem as if I was alone there the whole time. I started walking, still dumbfounded. In the end, Rena didn't tell me the secret because she was afraid of putting me in danger. But she told me clearly that there are people who want to resurrect the cult of Oyashiro-sama, and that they're among the 3 families that control the entire village. They orchestrated the series of mysterious deaths for that purpose, and then they killed Takano-san because she got too close to the secret they wanted to hide. Rena met Takano-san and happened to obtain the scrapbooks in which Takano-san wrote about her research. Rena still can't believe the secret written in the scrapbooks because it's just too crazy. Hey, come on, Rena. Kidding me, right? It's like one of those comic book stories. A mysterious occult group is plotting a conspiracy. I mean, it's not funny even if it's a joke. But Rena is right about one thing. Even if this is true, it's really hard to believe. I understand why Rena wanted to wait to tell me the secret. Maybe she was just fooled by Takano-san? But Takano-san was murdered for real. So is it also true that someone is following Rena looking for the scrapbooks? I remember, Rena said that a white van was following her. You can see white vans anywhere. Bet there are a lot in this village alone. She might just be oversensitive to everything right now. Rena hasn't recovered from the shock since that day. Do we remember? Am I metagaming if I ask someone, does anybody remember what truck? It was like a truck that hit me, right? It wasn't like a van, was it? Or was it a van? Like way back when. I don't know if it was the first, I think it was the first episode, because it feels like a while ago, where the van was like chasing me down. But I thought that was kind of like a combination of the two. I wonder if that's the same van. Or truck. Or whatever. Rena hasn't recovered from the shot. That's probably why she got the idea in her head that the police or someone is coming after her. I didn't cut in while she was talking. I think I did the right thing. If I had said that it was ridiculous or something to her face, Rena wouldn't have ever trusted me again. At that point, however, I gasped. The white van was parked on the side of the street. I wasn't sure if this was the same car that passed by earlier, since I didn't see the plate number. But the number of people in the car and the ambience of it was similar to the one earlier. There's one other thing that looks suspicious about it. There was no reason to park here. It was on a small road in the middle of the woods. There's nothing around here. Traffic lights, no vending machines, no public phones. I probably wouldn't notice it under ordinary circumstances, but I felt something was wrong. And once I noticed how odd it was definitely suspicious. There were 4 men in uniforms in the white van. The driver was smoking a cigarette, but the other men were just sitting there doing nothing. If they wanted to take a break or have a smoke, they could have chosen a better place than here. It was possible that they stopped here because they had to go to the bathroom really badly, but it didn't seem that way either. They didn't look as comfortable or relaxed like they would if they were taking a break. They looked like they were waiting for something to happen. There was a deep tension in that car. Could they possibly be waiting for Rena? No way. I didn't see anybody walking around here. This road is a back road. Nobody really uses this road, let alone by car. But it's impossible. I felt bad for Rena to even think about it, but this must be something that she got into her head because she's feeling victimized or something. She must be imagining things because she's still nervous from when her friends caught her in the act of killing Rina and Tepe.
Nii-chan.
I heard someone say that when I passed by the van. Couldn't mean me. He didn't even know who I was. So I assumed he was talking to one of the other people in the car. I pretended I didn't hear him and kept walking by. And then he said it again. And honked the horn as well.
兄ちゃん、すまんね。学校の帰りかいね。
He had a strong accent similar to that of the older villagers. He must live here, but I didn't know him. I could tell he didn't know me either because he didn't call me by my name.
はい、そうですけど。
兄ちゃん、学校からこの道をずっと歩いてきたんで、ちょうど文房具屋の角を曲がって。
そうですけど、何か？
They're probably lost, I thought. This village has many small turns, and you can easily get lost when you try to take a shortcut. They must have been waiting for someone. No, they're just checking to see if you hid in the bushes. But then he said something disturbing.
兄ちゃんさ、この道の途中で女の子に会わんかったかいね。
Dude, they have the music. What music does this remind? This reminds me of something. It reminds me of like a Christmas movie almost.
白い帽子に白い服を
That
着た
bell.
女の子なんよ。
Girl with a white hat and white clothes.
紫のリボンもついた。
Oh, jeez.
会わんかったかいね。
They were definitely talking about Rena.
いえ、会ってないです。
I wasn't ready to hear them ask that. Rather, I was scared. That's why my voice got all shaky. Up until that point, I couldn't believe Rena's story. I thought it was ridiculous. I actually laughed, if only to myself. That's why I wasn't ready at all. My heart was beating fast and I was sweating all over. I immediately answered no, I didn't, but it might have sounded like an obvious lie. The driver stared into my eyes. He looked like he was trying to figure out if I was lying or not. My legs started to shake. I felt like a frog under the... Man, dude, Keiichi is not trusted with any piece of information. You gotta learn how to lie, Keiichi. Like, for real. Couldn't move a muscle for a while, but I think the same went for those men too. They were clearly a suspicious group, and they had just asked a villager about a girl out of the blue. Anybody would get suspicious. And I was right. The man broke the ice and started making excuses before I even asked him why he wanted to know about the girl.
ああ、そんな深い意味はないんで。さっき女の子を追い抜いたのによ。来たのが男の子だったから。あれ？
そうですか。
忘れてえな。ごめんな兄ちゃん。うちらもう行くんて。
Man started the engine and drove away. After they left, I saw nothing. That's right, nothing. There's no reason why they had to park here. So, they're really waiting for Rena? That's some new shit, dude. We got like a new group of people. It's probably... If I had to take a wild guess, it's probably... Rina and Tepe's people? Possibly? If I had to take a guess, I got an achievement called the Mystery Machine. A fucking good reference. Okay. God, that's interesting. Lunch takeout list. Furthermore, it's important that we monitor her father. He also has suffered mental shock from the divorce and has been trying hard to take care of the patient. There's also a strong possibility that he may develop an induced delusional disorder. As the first step of mental care, one should listen to the patient's story carefully without denying it. That's the most basic of basics. However, when the patient and the listener are related, it's easier for the listener to become deeply influenced by the patient's delusions. Additionally, delusional paratosis is widely known to make people highly impressionable, and the influence sometimes can spread throughout a whole community. Therefore, even if several people claim to acquire a parasitic infection, it doesn't necessarily prove the existence of a parasite. Some of the phone calls to healthcare centers for the extermination of pests are nothing but mass delusion. Since the subject matter of the delusion in this case is extremely rabid, the patients might harm or even kill each other in abnormal ways, believing this to be the treatment for the disease. They might also give up hope and commit suicide together in the worst case. This influential delusional disorder, otherwise known as shared psychotic disorder, shows a particularly strong possibility of influencing close companions. Anyone who is going to contact the patients must be made to understand that the patients are under medical treatment and must be warned not to be influenced by the patient's delusions. Individuals who are likely to be easily influenced are the patient's family members and people who care deeply about the patient, such as boyfriends or girlfriends. Yeah. Yeah, but you can throw that shit out the window, dude. They're like, yeah, sometimes people can believe the stories if they're really close to the person. It's like, fuck you. Trying to disprove everything that Rena just told us. I'm with you, Rena. They're like, oh, Keiichi might be.
すまなかったレナ。俺はどこかで本当にすまない。
ううん、そのおかげで待ち伏せを。
あいつらはそのお社様信仰を復活させようとする。
彼らにはそういう自覚はないと思う。彼らを操っている黒幕はそうなんだと思う。多分ダム戦争の当時から陰で様々な工作をしてきた連中なんだと思う。
ダム戦争の最中に。
有名な話だよね。これは大石さんに聞いたんだけど、ダム戦争の最中に誘拐事件があったんだって。これも秘密の事件なんだけど、なんでも建設大臣の孫を誘拐してダム建設中止の約束を裏取引したんだって。
We have another situation where we're talking to somebody over the phone and we don't know what's really happening.
大臣の孫を誘拐？おいおい、そんなの聞いたことないぞ。
大臣が犯人との取引に応じる姿勢を見せたため、大石さんは当時その事件に関わった。
うんうん、それで
大石さんが言うには、その事件は園崎家が命令を下したことだけは分かっているけど、結局未解決なんだって。
Okay. I'm sorry about the double clicking. Sometimes my mouse does this thing where it double clicks now. I have to get a new mouse too. I get a lot of new stuff.
当時園崎家の当主である園崎お亮は武装闘争の方針を打ち出していて、配下である暴力団組織の中に特攻隊を組織したそうなの。ダム計画の撤回がどうしても望めないときは建設省に突入して武力制圧しようなんて、そんな物騒な計画を本気で練っていたらしいの。
Everybody knows that the Sonozaki family had tried to stop the dam project even if it meant breaking the law. So I wasn't so surprised to hear that she had a dangerous plan like that. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mion who came up with the idea. The plan sounded just like her.
結局その計画は計画のままで終わったんだけど、それを実行するための特攻隊の訓練というのは行われていて、相当高度なものだったらしいよ。
In the end, the plan. Wish had uncovered the information right after the dam conflict ended. At the time, Oryu even said that if the village was going to be submerged, all the members of the Onagafuchi Guardians would choose to stay in their houses and drown. So because Oryu was behind those things, I couldn't just laugh off the idea of an armed assault on the Ministry of Construction. According to the information Oishi sees, she planned a suicide mission as a last resort when the dam conflict started to heat up in case the resistance wasn't successful. She had actually obtained weapons and put people through training for the sake of that plan. Special Attack Corps were flown to America, having received a huge amount of money from Oryu for the operation. In the southern desert of the United States, some retired military soldiers gave them highly professional training. While the plan was never carried out, the Special Attack Corps became a death squad under direct control of Oryu after they came back from America, and they were involved in many unsolved terrorist incidents, and they succeeded in the kidnapping of the grandson of the minister as well.
嘘みたいな。
みーちゃんがよくヘリの操縦から無線機まで何でもできるみたいなことを言うでしょ。あれは本当。みーちゃんも当時その訓練に参加してるらしい。
じゃああいつ。
まあみーちゃんの話、このひなみ沢には大臣の孫すらも誘拐できるだけの暗殺部隊が存在するってことだけは疑っちゃダメ。
I didn't take a close look at the four men in the white van today, but thinking about it, they did look professional in a way. They were pretending to be taking a break, but I could tell they were tense the whole time.
それであいつらはレナの命を狙っている。
多分殺すだけだったら私もう
じゃあ狙いは まさかあれが高野さんのスクラップ帳。
圭一君が見た通り、連中は相当警戒心が強いみたいで。だって強引な連中なら私の自宅の寝込みを襲えばいいんだから。
それをしないってことは。
多分私がスクラップ帳を持っているという彼らはミオさんを殺し、持っていたスクラップ帳を全て処分しようと。ところが一番重要な数冊が抜けていた。それで自分が狙われているのを察して、その有力候補が私。でも確証がないから強引な手段に訴えられないんだろうね。
レナ、お前かなりヤバい橋を渡ってる。
そうだね、ちょっと怖いかな。でもそう簡単には消されないよ。私は大石さんと連携している。有事の際に備えて常に連絡を取り合っている。
そうだ、大石さんはどう言ってるんだ。
大石さんも園崎家が何らかの暗躍をしていない
It's also really weird
関係
that
してくれてるよ。
Rena's all buddy buddy with Oishi-san, but that was not the case in the first one at all.
高野さんのスクラップ帳の話はしたのか。
うん、話してない。
警察には話した方がいいだろう。それに警察ならきっと
圭一君、私は君にだって信じてもらえるか自信がなくて話せないでいるんだよ。大石さんに話したって絶対に信じてもらえるわけがない。
なあレナ、もう煙に巻くのは話してくれ。一体何がスクラップ帳に書いてあるんだ。高野さんが消されるほどの何が書いてあるんだ。
Thank you so much for asking that question. Please tell
簡
me.
単に言うと、このスクラップ帳に書いてあることが事実なら、彼らの
神を。
そう、お社様の神聖だから、お社様信仰を復活させようとする
すまんレナ、もう少し分かりやすく言ってくれ。
Please.
つまりどういうことなんだ。
Same.
つまり、お社様は神様じゃないってことなの。
神様じゃない。
I had no idea what she read that made her so certain, but whatever it was, it'd be sacrilegious for people who so strongly believed in
お
Oyashiro-san.
社様のそれは中から出るな、外。この大原則を守るためにその他の教義を発展させたと言ってもいいくらい。隣人を愛せとか家内安全とか縁結びの神様なんてのは本当に後から取ってつけたものでしかないの。
In other words, Oyashiro-sama existed solely to stop the villagers from going outside the village. Oyashiro-sama doesn't bless the villagers to protect them from disasters. The people believe that Oyashiro-sama does all that for them, but the truth is the people abused his name for that purpose, generation after generation, and nothing more than that. Why did Oyashiro-sama descend in the first place? Because demons came out of Onagafuchi Swamp and attacked people.
実はこの時点で解釈が違ってたの。
Okay.
鬼が湧き出して襲ったんじゃない。湧き出したものにやられると人々を襲う鬼になるの。
湧き出したもの。どういう意味だよレナ。
Whatever came out of the swamp possesses people, crawled into their blood, controlled them, and turned them into demons, parasites. People had no resistance against whatever it was that came out of the swamp. They became demons, attacked other villagers, and turned them into demons as well. That's right. It was a weird infectious disease that broke out of the swamp. It made the infected people go out of control. Villagers saw this disaster and explained it like so. Evil demons came out from the bottom of the swamp, possessed people, and turned them into demons as well. That is the truth of the story of the demons that came from out of Onagafuchi
確かに
Swamp.
それだと伝説をうまく説明。じゃあお社様ってのはひょっとして異国から来た医者。
そうだね、正確には正しくないけど、そう、医者と呼べる存在。それが降臨して伝染病を治療したの。でもそれは治療ではなく対処療法でしかなかった。
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I gotta ingest this information. Watch it be completely wrong like the second chapter. This treatment could do is reduce the symptoms of infection. Villagers could have their symptoms suppressed, but there's no way to kill the parasites that infected them. After a while, the village was divided into two groups. One group was made of the people who were already infected, and the other consisted of people who weren't. Without a cure for the disease, the uninfected looked down on the people who could only suppress their violence and symptoms. They even talked about drowning them in the swamp. But they knew killing the infected people wouldn't solve the problem. The parasites came out of their water sources, including Onagafuchi Swamp. They couldn't fill them all in, for if they did that, they would lose access to drinking water. They could have chosen to leave the village, but that was hard for them. For that was the location of their ancestors' graves. Under the power of Oyashiro-sama, the infected people could live without showing symptoms. So both those who were infected and those who weren't infected decided to live together equally and coexist with the parasite. Oyashiro-sama was impressed by the villagers' decision. He decided to stay there and continue to treat them.
それがお社様がこの地にとどまり、そして
お社様は感染者である村人たちに症状を出さないために掟を作った。その最大にして唯一のものが村から出てはいけない。外から人を入れてはいけない。
I feel like EDA could be a wild card. We don't know too much about EDA either. He's kind of like a wild card as well. There's a couple wild cards in this. Rena was one of them. I think she still kind of is. She's still a wild card in this, but just because we don't know how she interacts with all of the world lines. EDA is definitely...
外から人を入れてはいけないってのはわかるぜ。感染者を増やさないためだろう。でも出てはいけないってのは、
寄生虫たちは気候や風土の関係でこのひなみ沢の地でしか生けられないらしいの。だから宿主である感染者がこの地を離れようとすると、その妨害こそがいわゆるお社様のたたりの正体。
The strongest symptoms of the infectious disease were violence and delirium. The infected people acted just like demons, and the impact of seeing them in the throes of the disease was strong enough to make others describe them as such. They couldn't even let people who had just come into the leave who had just come into the village. If they had left after being infected, they might go crazy in a faraway land, turn into a vicious demon, and cause a disaster. Infected people were never allowed to leave. And when an infected person left the village, they brought him back by any means necessary. That was what it really meant to be demoned away.
ちょっと待てよレナ。
Wait. If they had left after being infected, the microcrazy and infected people are never allowed to leave, so you can't leave. But an infected person left the village, they brought him back by any means necessary. That was what it really meant to be demoned away.
だとしたら、俺やレナも、でも俺たちは実際村人にも結婚したりしてひなみ沢をちょっと離れたからって。
そう、それはまさにお社様の目論見通りに意味がわかるかな。この村を長い間封印してきたのは寄生虫の害を弱めるためなの。
In other words, if the host went crazy and attacked people, the host would be captured and killed, which means that the parasites would die with the host too.
そうか。自然淘汰か。
さすが圭一君。
So are we talking about that what it meant to be demoned away is if they tried to leave the village, they get killed because they don't want the parasite to leave? I mean, it's all making kind of sense, but not...
この地で長く生活を重ね、厳しい戒律で生活を続けた結果。
They're really pushing the parasite paradigm. I don't even know if I used that word right.
寄生虫に対し過敏な人間は錯乱して、結局殺された。
For some reason, paradigm was just in my head, and I said it. And here's where we are.
また、感染者を錯乱させてしまうような強すぎる寄生虫は、これもまた
錯乱した宿主と共に殺された。
Strong parasites made the infected people go crazy, were also killed off due to the host's violent behaviors.
その結果、寄生虫と人間は互いに相性がいい種だけが残っていった。これこそがお社様の伝説が伝える鬼と人の血は。
じゃあつまりその寄生虫。
ミオさんのスクラップ帳によると、そういった無害な寄生虫に感染しているケースというのはかなり多いんだって。食文化にもよるけど、例えば生肉を食べる国では国民の8割くらいが感染している例もあるんだって。
I fucking love meat. I have like 80 million parasites in me. Fucking steak? Oh my god.
でも矯正できてて人体に全く無害だから誰も治療しない、気づかない。だから撲滅もされない。
なるほどな。
太古の綿流しはね、実は腹綿流しと書く物騒なものでね、錯乱した犠牲者の臓腑を食らうものだったの。でもこれも
感染して犠牲にな。まさかワクチンとか。
ケイチ君はやっぱり頭がいいね。
It makes sense, yeah. It's the most logical explanation for this whole events.
ミ
But
オ
it's
さんもそう
also
読み解いてる。伝説では犠牲者を生きたまま解体して食らったなんて物騒なことになっているけど、実際はそんな野蛮なも強すぎる寄生虫のせいで死んだ犠牲者からワクチンを作り出し、同時に村人の抵抗力も高い。
お社様ってのは医学先進国。正体はひょっとしてナンパして流れ着いた外国人医師。
多分ケイチ君ドイツ人ではないんだけど、とりあえず
古代の伝説の秘密が明かされ。
who we haven't seen in a while, EDA. Wonder what's going on. It doesn't make sense though. Unless you're gonna tell me that the reason why Shion was hearing noises was because the parasite. I don't know. Why would the parasite want you to hear noises? Like that's messing with my head. And then the fact that Rika has a completely different personality, and also the fact that things are not the same in any chapter of the game.
多分俺も感染してるんだよな。
They've yet to explain these things, and I just don't know.
なんだか体中が痒くなってくるぜ。
人間体の中には無数の細菌たちが、その中には。
ああ、よくヨーグルトとかの CM で言ってるよな。確かにそう。
これもミオさんの受け売りだけど、木材を実はシロアリって体内に寄生している特殊な細菌が食べた木材の繊維を分解してくれて、その結果これも寄生虫と共生している一例だね。
When I heard the word parasites, I felt creeped out almost instinctively. But I know some of them aren't so bad to us.
だから根絶じゃないね。無害になったと言うべきだね。
最初はとんでもない話。こうして種明かしがされるとなんだか。
私たちにでもお社様を神として崇める人たちにとってはこれはとても不愉快な説。
Kanasan's theory is correct. Oyashiro-sama isn't a god. The punishment by that god is, namely the curse of Oyashiro-sama that people have been so afraid of, will turn out to have just been the symptoms of an infectious disease. See, that's what dethroning God would mean.
だとすると、もしこの伝染病の病原体を特定して世間に。
そう、それこそが彼らの一番恐れることなの。
Oh, I love that transition, dude.
そしてミオさんはその病原体を特定しようとしていたらしい。
That's fucking awesome.
そのミオさんが消されたということは
特定できたってことだ。
かもしれない。ミオさんはもういないし、彼女のスクラップ帳にでも消されるには。
でもよ、20世紀村人だっていろんな医療機関で検査を受けてきたはずだ。なのにそういう怪しげな寄生虫が摘出されたって話はないんだろう。
うん、確かに病原体そのものは未だ発見されていない。でも確かに何かの規制を受けていることの信号だけは確認されているんだって。
なんだって。 本当かよ。
A parasite enters a human body. That body's immune system cells, eosinophils, and macrophages try to kill the parasite. They secrete an antibody called immunoglobulin E, IgE. It's a common way of checking if a person is infected by a pathogen is to look at the levels of this secretion. According to Takana's research, the people of Hinamizawa have a very high level of IgE in their blood. That's not all. They also have obvious symptoms of being infected by parasites. They don't have any allergies. IgE stimulates cells, and they secrete histamines and serotonin as a result. These cause allergic reaction. That allergic reaction isn't pleasant for humans, but it's necessary for the body to kill the pathogen. But the parasites don't want to be killed, of course, so they secrete substances that counteract IgE. As a result, IgE starts stimulating the receptors of mast cells, which stop secreting the chemical compounds. As a result, the antibody reaction, namely the allergic reaction, doesn't occur. In other words, a human body that was infected by parasites secretes a high level of IgE, but doesn't display allergic reactions. For your information, a human body that's infected by a parasite doesn't suffer from hay fever. You get hay fever due to your body secreting, gotcha. Secreted, but your body can't contain the parasite that it's attempting to kill. That's why your body continues to secrete IgE. As a result, the stimulants keep causing allergic reactions. That's how hay fever works. If you have a parasite in your body, it'll deactivate from IgE and suppress the secretion of stimulants. As a result, you don't have an allergic reaction. In other words, there's no hay fever in Hinamizawa, and you can cure your hay fever by moving here.
つまり特定はできなくても。
うん、そうなるね。
だとすると、たとえ特定できなくても。
たとえ証拠にはならなくても、彼らにとってはミオさんを葬るに値する危険性があったと思う。
確かに、ちゃんと説明してもらえば理解できることだが、いきなり聞いたら刺激
でしょ。だから私も最初は信じられなかった。
で、大事なのはその事実を隠蔽しよう。
そう、今大事なのはそっちの方。
The fanatics who want to revive the god they worship, they're reviving the majesty of the power means reviving the power of that god, and the power of that god is an infectious disease. The infectious disease can't spread nationwide, unlike other infectious diseases. So from now on, I'm going to start calling it an endemic disease. That fits better because it only affects this region. Anyway, the endemic disease of current day Hinamizawa is different from the one of old times. It's been through a process of natural selection, and it's harmless now. In other words, it doesn't do any harm to human bodies. That harm was once interpreted as a curse. A curse is the power of a god, so harmless and endemic disease means that the god is powerless. So that means that the only way to regain the majesty of that god is to revive the curse. In other words, they want to bring back the primitive endemic disease, namely the harmful strong vision of the parasite.
ちょっと待てよ。信者たちは神が実は寄生虫だったなんてことは、なのに寄生虫を研究するのかよ。矛盾してないか。
Okay, well, we have to end it here. I know we're kind of in the
矛
minute
盾して、だからこの研
of
究
everything
は
here.
信者たちのトップだけが知る。彼らは表向きは信仰を盛り上げているけど、その裏では信仰の正体について。
なるほどな。おいおい。なんだ。
ミオさんのスクラップ帳にはそうとは一言も書かれてないんだけど。
慰霊診療所が。
The manager
どう
owns.
して？
ひなみ沢の規模から見て、そしてミオさんは監督は園崎家にスカウトされてきた細菌学者が正体とか。ミオさんは余計なことを知りなのに監督が消されない理由は、監督は信者たちに依頼されている立場だから。
そして太鼓監督が。
Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Wild card EDA coming up. Yeah, like I said, we got a couple wild cards going in and out. We got Oishi, we got EDA, we got Rena kind of, and we got Keiichi. They're all wild cards. Everybody's a wild card. You're a wild card. You're a wild card. So is Satoko. Really, everybody's a fucking wild card. Satoko's a wild card. Mion and Shion are not wild cards anymore. I know exactly what's going on with them. I don't have any doubts about what's going on with them. They're gone. Well, kind of. Because if we remember in the first one, Mion is kind of in cahoots with Rena, who is in cahoots with the manager. And there's like a whole bunch of cahoots going on. This is a dumb game that you play in class sometimes. Even though I kind of am older than the cahoots game. But I knew of it because there was a bunch of memes about cahoots. Anyway, I'm off track. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's lots of visual novel and roguelike content on the channel. If you're interested in any of that, hit me up with a subscribe. If not, I'll see you around. Jeez. Some stuff, man. It's already an hour. I try to keep it under an hour. It always goes over an hour. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, you guys.